more and more it has kind of becoming more like a talk show format. And that's why I also have been thinking about changing the name to MattGron
It's
Talks.
like good enough, so you gotta be great, and I'ma do whatever it takes. Doing what I love for life, and I'll pay the price, and not stopping even if the shit kills me, even if it kills me.
Hi everyone, and welcome to MattGron's Scaling Up Journey. My name is Mattias, aka MattGron, and this is episode 75. And as it sounds, this is where I talk about my scaling up journey. I'm doing together with my company iGoMoon, and on the other side we have the one and only my co-host Svea Malina Landschoff.
Hello, thanks for the introduction.
How are you doing?
Great, look at this. I have a new microphone. Okay, it's not mine. It's actually my boyfriend's microphone. I'm also in his office today.
Oh, wow.
And I tell you why. Because he's always borrowing my light when he records his videos or when he has video calls. And so we're always going upstairs, downstairs with the light. And now I decided to just go here and record. So if he lets me, I'm probably going to record everything here from now on. And it also comes with a really good microphone. So that's good.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what? I think I want to share with our audience what happened behind the scenes. We had a couple of retakes of the start of the episode because there are some changes coming up. And one of them is that Mattias was thinking about changing the name. And he had some trouble saying our old name now in the beginning when he started off the episode. Mattias, do you want to share in a nutshell, what did we talk about before we actually started recording this episode?
Yeah, good question. And so I think we mentioned it in the last episode or the episode before, but since we did the first episode of the scaling up journey, we have also kind of tweaked the format a little bit, and I think more and more it has kind of becoming how should I say, more like a talk show format. And that's why I also have been thinking about changing the name to MattGron Talks. I mean, a huge part of the content is of course still my scaling up journey as an entrepreneur, but I think we have added some more, how should I say, life lessons and personal stuff into the format. And we have also been talking about maybe inviting other people in the future. And I think MattGron Talks is a little bit more on point. And if you are a newcomer and watch or listen to the content for the first time, I think it's a little bit more on point.
Yeah.
MattGron Talks. And I mean, still the content is about my scaling up journey, but I think that's basically what we have been talking about. And
and I agree with the name. I also think for me personally it sounds a bit more fun in a way, like a bit less stiff. Like Talks is just it's a bit more open, you know, and like you said, it leaves room for maybe inviting another guest to join our conversation. And also a new thing that we might implement is that we will also publish this as podcast. So for now we've just been doing the YouTube videos, but I think it makes a lot of sense to also publish this podcast on the platforms like iTunes or Spotify, whatever. We're going to look into that. But I think there are a lot of people out there who just on the run like to listen to stuff like that. I personally really enjoy that. So, and yeah, I think MattGron Talks also sounds like a fun podcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we've been doing. We've also been talking about the branding, if we should change something in the intro, colors, whatever. So I think we will probably keep everything pretty close to as it is. But expect maybe some changes over time. As you know, since the first episode, we've been very transparent that we are both newbies when it comes to YouTube and doing this vlog, and we're just developing on the way. So
Yeah.
that's what we're doing here. But yeah, I think, did we forget something? So I think starting next Monday, right? We want to start with the new format. It's not the new format, but with the new name. So if you hear us saying welcome to MattGron Talks, don't be fooled. It's still us. It's still the same content, just a new name that we think fits a little bit better.
Yes.
Do you want to say anything more about the change?
I think something that could be like just interesting to share is the discussion we had about now when we are changing to MattGron Talks, should we start over like welcome to MattGron Talks episode 1, or is it welcome to MattGron Talks episode 76? And we said if we now start uploading and posting as a podcast, would it be confusing if that podcast starts on episode 76? And then we had a discussion about like extracting the audio and from the first 75 episodes and also upload them, so they still will be there, so to speak. So we're
still figuring that out. But like I said to you behind the scenes, I just I understand both sides. It could be confusing if we didn't upload the old episodes and start at 76. But then also it would be kind of sad to start over at 1 again, because now we kind of build like a little bit of a legacy or like authority. We've not just started doing it, we're at 75 already. So I think it would be kind of sad to start over again. So I think we're probably going to do it that way, that we extract the audio from the last episodes and upload those and just continue with the numbers for now. But sometimes we change our minds. Maybe we think differently in a couple of days, but I think that's how it's gonna be, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So but I must say, the more we have been talking about it, it feels like the right way to go. And especially also because how we have develop the format with what's going on during the Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I really, what do you call the Monday episode, by the way?
The Monday episode.
Like the Monday episode. But I think the questions you prepare for Mondays, they are more
personal questions.
Exactly. It's more on the personal side, but still related to building a business or pursuing a dream. And then on Wednesdays we have more, I would say Wednesdays, they are more hardcore connected to what we in the first episode said that all episodes should be about. Which is the scaling up journey I'm doing. I'm sharing, like, how should I say, it's kind of a documentary style, right? Like I'm documenting what I'm doing, and
I think in the Wednesday episodes you share a lot of stuff that you learned along the way. Like I think a lot of times you also talk about the early days and what has changed and what you've learned. So I think these are very valuable maybe for people also just starting out and test the waters. And Fridays we do our wrap up of the week, because I think that's also still the format that we both struggle with a little bit with the Friday episodes. But it's where you just talk about your week and tell us about your self-inventory, where you talk about things you could have done better, what you've learned, what you celebrated in the week. But we're getting there. And also I just want to say at this point, like, still, even though we're already at 75 today, like I said, we are still developing. And if you join us now at episode 75 or whenever you watch this, still feel free to leave us your input. If you have any ideas, we are thankful to hear from you guys and involve you in this, and maybe adapt a bit to what you would like to see. So don't be shy, leave a comment if you have ideas.
Yes, and today it's Friday, and I'm still on vacation, so to speak, and but typically on Fridays then I share about like things I could have done different or better during the week, and it's a way for me to, how should I say, like share my journey towards like better self-awareness, growing as a leader and as an entrepreneur. And then I also talk about things I have learned, and also if there has been any like victories or something to celebrate. So, and I mean the last Fridays now when I have been on vacation, we are struggling a little bit, honestly, to find things related to the week to talk about. So I shared some vacation stuff.
But
like gaming, I think there was some gamings. We had discussions about that, and
with a nice clip from you failing while switching from the PlayStation, right, to computer. Yeah, but I know you said also sometimes before the episodes you say, oh, I don't really know, like nothing super interesting happened, and I always keep telling you, like, it doesn't matter. I think that's the good thing about the Friday episodes, that we don't really plan them and you just share how it is, because not every week is amazing or exciting. Sometimes it's just boring and you just do your job, but this is part of it, and I think we should definitely include this side as well. And
so did you manage to get one clip from
like your fail?
That was I still remember that. It was like the first game changing from PlayStation to PC, and I was like, I was really looking for which keys to press, and I saw that big truck coming. Because that's the clip, right?
Yeah, that's the clip.
It looks like a truck. I was like, oh, shit.
So if you're curious what he's talking about, I'm going to link it, and I will never learn, here or here. So you can see his gaming skills.
It's always very fun because you actually, these highlights, you know, like there is a software like connected with the graphic card, so of course there's some triggers when it should start recording. So it always I mean, if you do anything that is really stupid kind of or something that's really good, you can always get these highlights, which is cool. Kind of fun.
I was thinking, how do you know before? Like, how do you know when to record and when something happens? So
it's not like that you can foresee what's going on. It's
you know what's so funny? With this microphone, I really feel like someone who's having a podcast. It makes me feel so professional. I'm just having a whole new posture here, sitting like this.
Looks very professional.
Yeah. All right. Also, one last thing I wanted to ask about is, you said you were planning to relaunch your Mattias Gronborg website, right, in August. How's that going?
Yeah, thanks for asking. I'm doing good. And when I say I'm doing good, I mean Andres, because he is the developer who is actually building the website now. And so
do you have a date when it's going to be launched?
I hope I will launch it in August. So
right.
Mid-August or in the end of August, you will find my new personal website with all the content that we have here on YouTube, and also I will post other articles, and it will become like the my personal hub for my personal brand, so to speak. So
that's cool.
That's also why I think it makes very sense with a tweak of the content we are creating here, because like that entire website will be about my kind of scaling up journey. So
Yeah, right. Like I said, behind the scenes, when I repeat it again, but like as I understand, also my scaling up journey is just the whole thing, the whole journey,
yeah,
and the MattGron Talks is like this one puzzle piece here that we're doing. So I think it makes sense. But you know what? We even managed to do like a 15-minute episode by just giving out some updates on the name. Yeah, but
yeah,
I think that was our Friday episode for this week. We just want to involve you guys with what is happening behind the scenes, so you know next Monday when you properly hear the new name, what's going on. And then I think it's one more week of vacation for Mattias, and then we are back to normal business
yeah.
as usual, right?
Yes, and as normal, I always think about something when you are wrapping up the episode, so it always continues for another 5 minutes after you have tried to close the episode. But I was thinking about something there when you spoke about it, which is I think the greatness of also having you in the vlog, because it really helps me to see things from other perspectives. If I say something and then you add something, it kind of builds up to a conversation, which I think is much more interesting. And when you said about you spoke about the YouTube format, like it's another channel, like a piece, which I like. I mean, I think it's kind of important from a brand perspective, if like if you publish content and people discover you like in one channel, then they can find something else in another channel. Like so in that way, all the channels will not be the same content.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
was that your little piece you wanted to share, or
yeah,
still
I
more?
wanted to
Just
share.
checking
No,
before I'm wrapping up again.
You can wrap up now. Okay.
All right.
So
yeah, then
yeah.
Thank you for our Friday. Yeah, this is, I think, one of the last Fridays that are a bit not as the usual format. Let's see what we do next week. But then the week after we will have a weekly wrap up again. And yeah, I wish you guys a happy weekend. You too, Mattias. Have a nice weekend. And
Thanks.
see you on Monday. And do the new fresh start with our MattGron Talks.
Okay. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.
Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.